folks, this is our Thanksgiving episode, and we wanted to do something special because it has been a year. And I really can't believe we're almost at the end of the year. I mean, even with the pandemic, that time sort of flew by. How is that possible?
Well, I think because of the pandemic, it flew by. I
What?
do.
But
Yeah,
you would
because
think
it's
though.
like
Well,
go
you would
ahead.
think though with us, you know, I mean, we were not out and about. We're not as active. We sort of lost our schedule. You would think that time would be slower, but I haven't found that to
Uh-uh.
be true.
Think about it. What you just said is not quite true because
Uh-huh.
we're even more busy. Think about it. Just today, we were saying
Yeah,
how busy we were with all the meetings and, you
yeah,
know, because
yeah.
we've managed to make it work in spite of.
Well, well, you're right, and those meetings can take up quite a
Hmm.
bit of your time. I'm telling you,
Hmm.
I got invited to a meeting. I got the invite today, and the meeting was for 3 hours. And I'm gonna tell you, I looked at it and I just there's just no way. I mean, I'm like a child. You're gonna have to break it up into some kind of increments, an hour here, hour there, but 3 straight hours, and really it would probably be more. I just first of all, I need a lot of notice for something like that to put on my calendar, and then
Yeah,
I have to get my mind ready for that. That's a long time, and
right.
it's grueling
Yeah.
when you're in a meeting that long. So yeah,
Yeah.
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 So, but maybe you're right. Maybe that's why the time is just it's just flown by. But it's been a year, a lot for us to digest this pandemic. I feel like the Charlie Brown cartoon. I don't know what character is it. Linus that walks around with the cloud over his head. It's like that's the way I feel about COVID. I don't care where I go, what I do, even if I'm enjoying myself. It's there. I'm making
Yeah.
some kind of adjustments because of COVID, and so that weighs on you after a while. You know?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I managed to, at first around March, I was very anxious, so anxious.
Yeah. Well, yeah. When
March
it
and
first hit,
April.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm very anxious. And then I have to admit, during the summer months, I actually kind of relaxed in it. Now, I did continue to practice, you know, social distancing, and
Oh
I
yeah.
wore my
Yeah.
mask and all
Yeah.
those things. But somehow I managed to relax and didn't feel that cloud over me, if you will. But
Yeah.
now, for sure, that's a great analogy. It is like a cloud over
It
you
is.
because, again, the numbers are through the roof
Well,
with
yeah.
cases and deaths. So
Yeah.
I'm again at that anxious point and very cautious and careful, super
Yeah.
careful,
Yeah. Yeah.
with
Yeah.
leaving the house.
Well, yeah, and I mean, believe it or not, I heard the other day about um, this nurse was being interviewed saying that she's so angry that some people still don't believe COVID is real, and
Oh
they're
yeah,
front lines in trying to care for people, and people are they still aren't adhering to the protocol because they simply don't believe that COVID is real. Even when they come into the hospital, they're insisting that it's something else. They don't trust the health professionals because they think, we're all being played. I'm like, really? Okay.
even when they're dying, I heard they're
Yeah.
still in denial about
Yeah.
it being COVID that's actually taking them out.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't get it. I don't get it. I've
Well,
never been one to be a conspiracy theorist.
yeah.
So I just, but it's real, and you see it now more than ever.
Well, it is real. But what's encouraging is that, you know, um, it seems like we may have a vaccine soon. And
Oh yeah,
I'm nervous about that, excited, but also, the side effects and concerned about it being safe, but very excited and thankful that we might be out of this and more lives will be spared. So that's encouraging. But I have to tell you, I believe it's real, and I have tempered my decision making and changed how I conduct myself as a result of how very real I believe it to be. So, yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. But, folks, I know,
Absolutely.
Teresa, this may not sound like our Thanksgiving episode because we don't want to be, what is it, Debbie Downer. That we are
Yeah.
here today. It's about a week out from Thanksgiving. And that's got me a little stressed because I'm trying to figure out the eating thing. I mean, it's two of us and we're in the pandemic, so we can't go anywhere. We can't have people in. And so I just figured, okay, we would pick up from a bar or something because we wouldn't buy this big turkey. And then I realized, no, that's not going to work because you can't pick up from anywhere. So I'm trying to figure out what we are going to do. It wouldn't be such a big deal if I could, just fix something here, but Nasheed is insisting on he has to have turkey. He's into that. Well, it's Thanksgiving. I got to have the turkey. I'm like, can we do something? No, I want a turkey. So, and I don't want to get this big turkey and have to see it for days after that. So that's
It's okay.
Yeah.
It is quite all right. Allow him to do that because
Really?
as your friend, I will definitely come over and take those leftovers off your hand.
Really?
Because I know how good it's going to be. Yeah.
You know what? Okay, I'm glad we have this on camera because you should be ashamed of yourself. I said that thinking, now I know you have to cook because you know you're going to have to cook. You've got people in your house, you're going to have to cook. You should be ashamed.
That's right.
Because I figured if I said that, you would just say, Lou,
Yes.
you know I got to cook. Just,
Okay.
I'll set aside some turkey and the sweet potato casserole that you love and all the other, your wonderful gluten-free pie so that I won't hurt. You should be ashamed. Really?
I know. You know what? I didn't think about it though. But you're right. Absolutely.
Oh, wait a minute. I'm telling you, you know the dilemma I'm in. But
right, but it didn't occur to me.
Oh, never occurred. You see when I'm working with people? Never occurred to you. You know what? That would be a nice thing to do for Lou. She doesn't have, really, Teresa. Let's work on that.
Okay, let's start over.
No, I got it on tape. Right.
Let's start over. Start over.
Yeah.
Hey, why don't you guys come over and get a plate?
Oh, Teresa, that is so sweet. Thank you. You know what? That will help us out so much. You know what? Friends like you. What would I do without you? Thank you so much.
I know, man. I know. I'm so good.
I know, right? I know that halo is just walking over your head. Good job. But anyway, so we are here seriously talking about Thanksgiving, and even in the midst of everything, with the year that we have had,
right?
We're still thankful. Very, very
absolutely.
Thankful. So we're gonna talk a bit more. In the podcast, we asked some listeners to send in. Some subscribers are going to have their thoughts on Thanksgiving, which we hope to share with you. But right now, Teresa and I are going to kick it off with things that we're thankful for as we get ready to celebrate Thanksgiving. So, Teresa, what are you thankful for?
Let's see. I'm going to start out with my health, my family's health.
Yeah.
Just don't want to take it for granted.
Yeah.
That we get up every day, and that we that we're good. I just don't. I want to be thankful for that for us, and just be mindful that there are so many people who are sick right now, and who aren't well, and cannot get up every day. And so I don't want to take that for granted. I want to just be thankful. I'm very thankful for that, for the health, for my family and all of my family, extended family and friends, and everyone. I just am thankful and just don't take that for granted.
Well, I hear you, because now with everything, you do realize how precious that is.
Mm-hmm,
and I get that. Well, one thing that I'm thankful for during, before the pandemic, I've always been, I don't love to exercise. We had an episode where you tried to say, I love it, I don't love it. I do enjoy it. I'm not gonna lie. I like to go to the gym and I like to do yoga. I like to go to my yoga studio simply because I like the way it makes me feel. I mean, seriously, I feel, the endorphins are going. I feel it improves my mood. I feel like I can conquer the world. I feel like that even if when I get home and I take a shower, I don't do a thing but sit on the sofa. I feel like if I wanted to conquer it, I'm ready. But
Well, that sounds a little bit like love to me. Sorry.
it's not
It does.
love. It's not love, Teresa. It's I do enjoy, and I enjoy the health benefits of it. I really do. So I have, I like to go to the gym. I like to go to yoga, and there's nothing, like when they say, "What's your perfect Saturday?" For me, it's getting up, and if I get to go to yoga and the gym on the same day, oh my goodness, that's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day. But with this,
Again, sounds like love.
no, it's like, but anyway, but with the pandemic, the first thing I was concerned about was, okay, I'm not going to the gym, and Bikram yoga, a lot of sweating going on in there. I can't do that. So that was no longer an option for me. And in bad weather, if it's raining or snowing, I've always just used the workouts on the cable. You pay for the subscription anyway, it's already included. So I just cue something up and you get a little cardio in. But that gets boring after a while to do that, because I've got a few that I like and some that look intimidating. And when I see them, it's like, nah, not gonna do kickboxing. That's a little too ambitious for me. But so I'm picking and choosing. So I tend to go to the same ones that I know, that I enjoy. But one thing that I've discovered when they started saying, well, you can go outside and get some fresh air, and you're in so much, I have started walking, and I tell you, I'm enjoying it. I love to go for a walk in the morning when the air, it just seems so, there's a, so fresh. There's nothing like a brisk walk in the morning. It's quiet, and yeah, I like to do the walk and walk by myself where I can just think a bit. And I have been pleasantly surprised at how much I enjoy walking. And so even when this is over with, I'm pretty sure that's going to be a part of my ongoing routine, because as you age, that's a good exercise. You're moving, it's always available to you, it's free, it gets you out in the fresh air. And I have really enjoyed that. So and I don't know why. I never really was outside walking much. I was always in a gym or attending a class, but I like walking outside. So I've been that's been something I'm thankful for that I discovered. So yeah.
Yeah, sounds a lot like love, but
Okay,
I
whatever. It's not
digress.
love. It's okay. Go on.
So as cliche as it may sound, I'm really thankful for my job.
Yeah.
There are so many people who have lost their jobs.
Yeah.
There are so
A
many
lot.
people who can't work from home.
Yeah.
I'm thankful for the opportunity for both, having my
Yeah.
job and being able to work from home. The food pantry lines are so long. Many of them are running out of funding
Yeah.
because of it, and it's just not good for many folks right now.
Well, and you
And
remember, Teresa, we just had a recent episode where Delegate McQuinn was talking about food deserts and the impact that this pandemic has just had on families. So yeah, that's very real, very real.
yeah,
Yeah,
so I'm thankful for that.
yeah.
And I'm thankful to be able to. I have donated actually to a couple of
Yeah.
food pantries. So I'm thankful that I'm able to contribute in that way to help
Yeah.
people,
Yeah.
out. I mean, not like I'm not a lot of money, but what I could afford, I've
I'm
been
sure
able
it's
to
much appreciated.
do
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
support.
And that's what we
And I
all could do.
encourage,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I was going to say. I encourage our listeners, if there's an opportunity, because right now I really wish that I could go out and help serve the community.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. Yeah.
I you know, because
Yeah. With
there's
COVID.
just so
I
many
know.
people. Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Mhm.
sorry. But you know what? It's funny
Mhm.
you say that. And you're right. That's a tremendous blessing. Because,
Mhm.
I spoke with a former colleague maybe about 2 or 3 months ago, but she and I actually worked together, I guess about 3 years ago. And she was sharing with me that where she is now, they recently cut her pay by about maybe 20%, 25%. They took a hit, and she was just sharing that, she said, Lou, I've taken a hit, and my husband, we've had to make some different arrangements because we're all sort of concerned about this, the impact on their jobs. And so you're right, that's a very big deal. I was in a store a few weeks ago, and I said something to one of the salespeople. I said, wow, you're busy today. And she said, and I'm thankful to be busy. I'm glad I have a job.
Mhm.
And I said, yeah, I hear you. You're right. And I was
Mhm.
thinking that's a
Mhm.
good attitude because
Yeah.
so many people have been impacted. So yeah, yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Mhm.
Well, one thing that I've been very thankful for, my family, we suffered a pretty big loss this year.
Mm.
And so with that, when death occurs, you don't
Yeah.
you don't really know how everybody's going to react, but I got so much support from family and friends, and so we've been able to sort of rally and you know making it through. But what what I'm particularly thankful for is that even in grief, when people
Right.
die, people react different ways, and sometimes there's a lot of ugliness that comes out. But I have to say that in the midst of our grief, that my family, my sisters and brothers and sister-in-laws and nieces and nephews, they turned out to be just who I thought they were. And we just relied on each other, checked in with each other, and it's been very good, and it's helped me to get through. So I'm very, very
Good.
thankful for that. And I think we did a nice job honoring, our loved one and her passing. So I'm just very thankful that we were able to do that. Yeah, yeah,
That's nice. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, that's a good one.
yeah.
I'm thankful for technology
Right.
because
Yeah, yeah,
it has allowed me to keep in touch and to see my family who lives in different states,
yeah.
and it's allowed us to continue to be able to produce
Mhm.
podcasts,
Right, right.
um,
Well,
and
that's
not
true.
and
Yeah,
not see each other. Yeah, we've
yeah.
actually only seen each other once this year, right?
Right, right, right. And that's when you
Like
came
in
in with
person.
your spacesuit. Folks, let me tell you, Teresa's got a COVID. Teresa's got a serious COVID outfit. She needs to sell that thing. I don't know. I'm telling you, I need to sell that. But go on.
You are so silly. But yeah, so technology has really, saved us
Yeah,
in terms of, being able to I was able to teach my mother how to use it so that she
yeah.
could now turn on her tablet and we can
Yeah, that
chat
was a
over
biggie because
coffee.
you were worried about
That's
that. Yeah,
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 yeah. We
yeah.
can chat over dinner and over
Oh, that's
coffee
good.
now,
Yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
she doesn't like to turn it on every time. I would turn it on every time we speak. She doesn't like to do that,
She
right?
doesn't? Yeah,
No, it's like,
yeah,
Mom, I want to see you today. Turn
yeah.
it on.
Really? Okay,
So,
okay, yeah, yeah,
yeah. At
yeah.
first it was a novelty and she really liked it. Now it's kind of a burden to her. It's like she doesn't want to
Yeah, yeah. Okay, all right.
she doesn't want to do it
Little
every
too
time.
much togetherness. Is that what it is? Little
Yeah,
too
I
much?
think
Yeah,
it is for
yeah,
her. I
yeah.
think it is for her. But
That's funny.
but yeah, that's been really good. I FaceTime also with my daughter who's away in college.
Yeah,
So it's been
yeah,
very
Yeah.
it's been a very helpful tool in that aspect, right?
Yeah. Yeah. That's
So
good. Yeah.
if I can just learn how to
Yeah.
do social media.
Yeah. We're working on it. We're working on it. So,
Working on it. Working on it.
yeah.
Working on it. But yeah.
Yeah. Well, I tell you, the last thing I want to say about that I've been particularly thankful about, I have been a little pleased with how I've been able to adapt and be flexible and change during this
That's a
pandemic.
good one.
Well, I mean, really, I can get a little caught up with control, and I got to have things this way, and I only want to do that. But with this pandemic, it's forced me to think about, how I'm doing things, change it up some, be open to new ways of doing things, and
Hmm.
I I've been sort of pleased with myself at how flexible I've been, adaptable, and trying to see things as what opportunities are out there for me to seize that something I haven't done before, and that I'm willing to learn. Things that maybe I've gotten a little too, I don't want to say soft, but a little spoiled in certain areas. Realizing,
Hmm.
nah, that's a want. That's not a need. That's not something I need.
Mm.
That's just something I've gotten
Mhm.
used to. But I'm okay. I can
Mhm.
do without that. So that I've been very pleased with myself in that. Um, yeah, I've been flexible and I'm okay. I can pivot when I need to. So I'm encouraged by
Awesome.
that. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, that's a good
yeah,
one.
yeah.
Mhm.
So I mean, really, that's really what we wanted to just talk about today. As we look forward to Thanksgiving, to just be reminded that even in the midst of all of this, and some people would say we've been through a storm. I certainly feel like we've been through one.
Yeah.
But even
Mhm.
in that, there's a glimmer of the sunshine poking through. And now at Thanksgiving, this is a wonderful time to remember that and just reflect on, the good things as we go through this. So it's really what we wanted to talk about here today at Earrings Off with our first video. Um, and so we certainly wish you a very happy Thanksgiving, and we wish you all the best because here at Earrings Off,
When we know better, we do better.
take good care.